Did you know that you can checkmate with a knight in just 3 moves? In this video, we will explore the fastest ways to checkmate with all pieces. You may have already heard of the fool's mate, which can be done in 2 moves. But of course, the queen is the strongest piece in chess. So how do you think the pawn will compare? Can it checkmate in 4 moves? 5 moves? What about in 8 moves? The pawn is the weakest piece in chess, and at most controls just 2 squares. However, it's surprisingly faster to checkmate with a pawn than one of the pieces in this video, and you can guess which one before I show this later. We start with d4, the queen's pawn opening, and after e6, king d2, queen h4, king e3, we sacrifice our queen on g3. White becomes king of the hill with king e4, and we play either d5 or f5, checkmate. Let's move on to a bishop checkmate. Bishops are stronger than pawns, so it makes sense that the bishop can checkmate faster. This time we are white, and we start with e4, f6, the pawn's defense. After bishop e2, over 600 people in online games have blundered with g5, allowing checkmate in 1 with bishop h5. With the knight, the fastest way to checkmate happens as black. We start with e4, knight c6, the Nimzowitsch defense, and after knight e2, knight b4, a surprising 15% of people have blundered with c3, allowing knight d3 checkmate. The rook is the hardest piece to get into the game in the opening, so it's no surprise that it takes longer to checkmate. We start with h4, g5, and after h takes g5, the only way to checkmate is for black to sacrifice the bishop on h6. We take with a rook, and after knight f6, rook takes h7, you might think that any move would allow rook takes h8, mate. However, many players forget that black can sacrifice the knight on g8, delaying mate for a move longer. That's why black must help white to checkmate by playing knight e4 or knight g4. Only then does rook takes h8 mean an immediate mate for a total of 5 moves. Now many of you may ask the biggest question in this video: what is the quickest way to checkmate with a king? And I know some of you may be thinking, how do you even checkmate with the king? Obviously the king can't give mate itself, as that would mean walking into check, which is, of course, illegal. The king must seek help from its comrades. The only move here is king f6, opening up the rook on a5 to checkmate. Now we can head back to the starting position. This mate happens as black. It starts with f3, e5, king f2, with a weird name of the fried fox opening. We play d5, and after king g3, king e7, king h4, g6, can you find the only move for white to help black checkmate? The only move is g3, to block the escape square, so we can play king e8, checkmate. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.